Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Curious Soul. Myself Harikiran, I am your mentor here. And about myself, I have cleared various management entrances like CAT and ZAT and have secured admission at IIM Kozhikode PGB Finance and converted all the new IIMs, and that's about me. So today's topic is all about the introduction to the business school preparation series. This series is mainly focused on people who are aspiring to do an MBA from the top business schools. Getting into a top business school is a dream for many aspirants. So they are skeptical of how to get into a top business school. So what should I do? How should I prepare for what are the entrances exams that are available and how to prepare for those exams? So today I would like to start a series called B School Preparation Series. This series is focused for the aspirants who are aspiring to get into the top B schools for their management programs in India. So you all might have known that when you start preparing for an entrance examination or preparing for some exam, so you do have a lot of doubts how to prepare and from where to prepare and what is the right source, what is the wrong source. So and also you might have a doubt that there are a lot of videos about CAT preparation and a lot of resources available in the internet. So why do I again make another video on preparation series? So my intention was not to duplicate the information that was available in the internet. Okay, it is not about the duplication of the information. It's all about sharing my personal and honest opinion about the preparation, and I have tried various strategies during my preparation time, and I found some of them are really helpful to crack this entrance examinations, and also helped me in securing seat at various reputed institutes. And also I have surveyed and inquired various of my friends and colleagues and many other members who have cleared various management entrances and have got into top business schools. So and after analyzing all their feedbacks and after analyzing my personal experience, I have found out some of the strategies, some of the points are very important and are really helpful for those who are preparing for this exam and preparing for B school entrances. So when you have decided to do an MBA from a top B school, the first thing that comes to your mind is what are the best B schools that are in India. So really, what are the best B schools? So the first thing that comes to the mind is IIMs. IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, Calcutta, Kozhikode, Indore, and FMS, Indian School of Business Hyderabad, XLRI, SP Jain, JBIMS, popularly known as Jamnalal Bajaj Institute of Management Studies, which is also known as the CEO Factory. So these are some of the top B schools, and there are many more to be mentioned. So to get into admissions into the colleges of these top B schools, the first and the foremost step that anyone have to follow is give an management entrance examination. So what are the management entrance examinations that are available in India at this point of time? So there were many, among them few are very popular like CAT, Common Admission Test, ZAT, Xavier Aptitude Test, and IAFT, Indian Institute of Foreign Trade entrance examination. So IAFT exam is conducted to provide admission at prestigious IAFT, Delhi, Kolkata, and Kakinada. So IAFT is the Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. So that is a Xavier Aptitude Test, which is conducted to provide admission into the Xavier Labor Relations Institute, which is now popularly known as XLRI, Jamshedpur, which is one of the top B schools in India, and FMS, Faculty of Management Studies, which is under Delhi University, and SP Jain. SP Jain is another top B school which is located at Mumbai. Before getting into the process of preparation strategy, let's see what the business school demands and what is the process that is involved in the selection of a B school, and also what is the process that B school follows to select a candidate for its management program. Generally, the B school selection process consists of a two-stage process. The first stage is the entrance test, which is like giving up a CAT and ZAT. So, and based on your CAT and or ZAT or any management written test scores and your profile, they will shortlist you for the interview process, which is generally known as PI process. PI is a personal interview, and along with the personal interview, there would be another processes like VAT, written assessment test, analytical writing assessment test, or GD. So some of the colleges conduct only personal interviews, some of the colleges conduct both GD and interview, some colleges conduct a written assessment test and interview. So based on all the scores you score in CAT or any entrance examination, and they rate your profile based on your academics, extracurricular activities, co-curricular activities, achievements, and work experience. they rate your profile, and also they give certain weightage to your analytical writing assessment test. Based on overall score, they will provide you the admission at their respective B schools. Everyone has their own selection criteria. Some people give more weightage to written test, some give less weightage to written test, some give more weightage to profile, some give less weightage to profile. So it entirely depends on the B school. So among the various entrance examination, the management entrance examination, CAT is the most popular in India. Around 2.5 lakh people appear for this exam every year, and it is conducted in the month of November. The last week of November, and starting from now, there is roughly 6 months left for CAT 2023. So if anyone wants to prepare for CAT, or anyone wants to get into the top B school next year, that is the 2024 academic year, so you have to start your preparation now. So you don't have to worry that CAT requires 1 year preparation, CAT requires 8 months preparation. There is nothing like hard and soft rule for CAT. It depends on person to person. Some persons take 1 year to clear the CAT, some persons take 6 months to clear the CAT, some persons take only 3 months, and some persons prepare only for 1 month and they clear the CAT examination. It entirely depends on at what level you are and what skill level you have at this present moment. So I consider below average student because I am an average student. I consider myself an average student. So I think 6 months of preparation is sufficient to start to clear the CAT examination. Even though you are at ground zero, you don't have any knowledge on CAT, you don't know what the CAT model paper is, you don't know anything about CAT, so you are not aware of anything about the process. Even though you can clear the CAT and get into the good IIMs by preparing for 6 months. That too, I don't say that you have to prepare at 12 hours, 16 hours per day, every single day. It's not at all required. You have to spend 4 to 5 hours of your quality time every single day. That is what I request. Okay, it is not an exam like spending 16 hours a day for a month can give you results. This is an exam which need to spend, even though you spend less amount of time, you need to have consistency and you need to have a prolonged process. I don't say you need to prepare for 12 hours for this exam every day so that you can clear this exam. You just have to spend 4 to maximum 3 to 5 hours of your quality time every single day to clear this exam for the next 6 months diligently and disciplined. So I have jotted down some few points so that I don't miss out on any important point. So first of all, let's get into the model paper of CAT. So what's the model paper, sir? Okay, so CAT is divided into 3 sections. The first one is the verbal ability and reading comprehension section, which is popularly known as VARC section, and the second one is the DILR, data interpretation and logical reasoning section, and third one is the quantitative aptitude section, popularly known as quant. So these sections were equally divided. Each section will be given 40 minutes, consists of 40 minutes time, and total CAT has a questions of 66 questions with each question carries plus 3 marks for correct answer and -1 for negative -1 is the negative marks marking for each question, and the total time for the examination is 2 hours. And okay, and while dividing the breakup, while having the breakup of each of the section, out of 66 questions, 24 questions will come from verbal section, 20 questions will come from the DILR section, and 22 questions will come from the quant section. There is no hard rule like only 66 questions should come, only certain number of questions should come from a certain section. It might vary from year to year. I have spoken about the last year 2000 CAT 2022 pattern, and the results were given based on the percentiles you scored in each section, and also you will be given the overall percentile, and also the individual scores, and also overall scale score will be given in the CAT results. Generally, people consider percentile as a comparison. I have divided the entire CAT preparation into 3 phases. The first stage is the foundation stage, the second stage is the preparation stage, and the third stage is the polishing stage. There is nothing like a polishing stage. I have named it the polishing stage. So I have given equal time for all the 3 phases, like 2 months for foundation stage, 2 months for preparation stage, and 2 months for polishing stage. I will make a detailed video on all the sections, all the 3 sections, a video for each and every section, like one video for VARC, one video for DILR, and one video for our quant section. But as of now, in this video, I will discuss what all you have to do in the first month of your preparation, considering the fact that you have no idea what CAT exam is. You have no idea how to prepare for a B school entrance. When you start preparing for the CAT examination, many of your friends or family members would say that CAT is not that easy exam, CAT is very difficult exam, and you need to have you should be very good in English. You have to have a very great vocabulary to crack this exam. So I don't think so. This is all false statements. Even though you are below average in your English, you can easily crack the CAT exam. 6 months is more than sufficient to crack this exam. So believe me friends, so let's begin how to prepare for the first month, each section wise. For the first month, your main goal should be the prepare your mind for the preparation. You heard me right. Prepare your mind for the preparation. For the first 1 month, your primary focus should be on preparing your mind and body for the preparation. Okay, that is what is required. You might have wondered, why sir, the preparation is enough for the cracking the exam. Why to prepare your mind for the preparation? This is not like any other exam. It is completely different kind of exam CAT is. For the first month of the preparation, your main focus should be on training your mind and body and preparing your mind and body for the preparation. That is what very important and is the most important phase of the CAT preparation. So how to prepare for the CAT VARC for the first 1 month? Thing is read. That is the only thing you have to do for the first 1 month. You have to keep on reading. You should make reading a habit. And also read from a variety of topics. Variety of topics means any topic of your choice, like any topic. But you have to read from a variety of sources, from a large variety of sources, diverse sources, and also on the diverse topics. For example, some of the topics are related to technology, general science, philosophy, psychology, arts, literature, history, anthropology, architecture, neurology, sports review. You heard me right. You have to read from all these topics because CAT could ask from any of these topics. Okay. I have named these are the topics generally from which CAT reading comprehension passages come from. If you don't have habit of reading from these topics, you couldn't comprehend well. So that is why I'm asking to read from a diverse topics. Although you are from an engineering background or arts background or from a law background, you are from a chartered accountant, it doesn't matter. You have to read all these diverse topics each and every day. I mean not to read all the topics in a single day. Plan accordingly. So for Monday you read on history, for Tuesday you read on philosophy, for Wednesday you read on psychology, and Thursday you read on technology, for Friday you read on research topics. So you have to plan accordingly and start reading at least one article which is around 500 to 1000 words or 2000 words articles on each topic every single day. And also make sure that you make reading a habit. Read every single day for at least 1 hour, and also make sure that you read 1 hour at a stretch. Don't wake up and go around, read for 5 minutes and come back again. Okay, come back and go again, read back, read for 5 minutes and come back. No, that is not the way. If you sit for reading, you have to disciplinely sit there and read for the 1 hour diligently. You feel like you are losing focus while reading, you feel impatient. So these are the things, the mental and physical challenges you face while starting your preparation. You have to face those hurdles. You have to take that pain. It will for the first 20 days you might feel a little bit difficulty, and later on you will get used to these kind of things. So after accustomed to reading various kind of articles and text, I will tell what to do at the next phase in the second month of the preparation. So you could have a doubt from where to prepare. So what to read and where to read. I have mentioned what to read and what on topics to read. So for example, if you are reading on philosophy, there are many things like you can read on Immanuel Kant, you could read about Socrates, you could read about Aristotle. You don't have to read their biography or history, just go through the fundamental niche of the topic, and also read some random topics or random articles related to the philosophy, psychology. So you could find literature review somewhere else in the Hindu newspaper. They will give an article on some novel or book. So read those articles about that. So read from a variety of sources. You could read from any source. Plus, like any source is fine. You can read from Hindu, Times of India. You could read from the Guardian, the Atlantic, the Economist. And there are various sources from which you can read. But make sure that you read from a quality source where there is a proper framing of English language. So for those who are not clear from where to read, so can you suggest some sources so that we can read from those sources? So I can definitely suggest some of the sources from where I have followed reading articles. Some of the sources and websites from which I used to read various articles were the aeon.co, which is one of the best. I think it is one of the best website to read articles for CAT preparation, verbal preparation. and it is also my personal favorite too. Aeon is a free of cost. You can access it website aeon.co, where you can find articles, lengthy articles on various topics like philosophy, psychology, literature, society, anthropology. You could hear terms like, if you read anthropology topics, you could you could hear some of the terms like dystopian society, utopian society. So if you read about biology, you could read about Darwinian theory of evolution, survival of the fittest. So various other topics. If you want to read about history, you could read Greek history, French Revolution, and about the World War II, World War One, German history during Germany during World War II. So the rise of Hitler, the fall of Hitler, so the rise of Mussolini. So you can read a number of topics. There is no hard and soft rule. You have to read these topics only. You don't have to read these topics. You have to make sure that you read from a diverse topics. That is what it all required at this point of time. And many of you have heard that CAT required speed reading skills. I bet you don't require any speed reading skills. You need to have a high comprehending skills. You need to have a good comprehending skills and also good comprehending speed, not the reading speed. I can read 300 words per minute, sir. I can read 200 words per minute. I can read 350 words per minute. You don't have to read 300 words per minute, 120 words per minute. At least read 90 to 100 words per minute in a comprehending way. At least you read it at a decent speed and understand what the author wants to convey to you. That is what is all important in CAT examination. And one other thing that is really troubling students, and also many of them have doubts regarding the verbal preparation is, sir, my vocabulary is very bad. I don't know any new words. I use very bad words. So see, first of all, the CAT doesn't test your vocabulary skills. That is the first point you have to remember in your mind. And also, having a good vocabulary can help you comprehend things easily. That can help in reading comprehension to a certain extent, but not completely. So you cannot become a Shakespeare. You cannot be a poet in 6 months, and you can identify each and every word in English. There are thousands and thousands of words. Okay. At least make sure that you learn new words, 5 to 10 new words every single day, and try to apply in your daily day-to-day language, or in your or also learn the new words which you come across while reading the articles. That is sufficient. Learning 1000 to 1500 words is more than sufficient. So if you learn 5 to 10 words every single day, in 150 days you will learn 1500 words. That is more than sufficient. See, there is nothing like a rule like if you learn 3000 words, you will crack the verbal. If you learn 1000 words, you will crack the verbal. It doesn't matter at all. You have to make sure that even though you learn 5000 to 10,000 vocab active words, you will definitely find a word that you doesn't know in the CAT examination. You doesn't know the meaning of that in the CAT examination. That is what is important. I also learn vocabulary from a diverse range of topics. So biology has certain terminology and vocabulary. Architecture has some kind of vocabulary, and philosophy essays use some kind of vocabulary. So make sure that you learn vocabulary words from diverse topics. That is what is important. So one tip is, if you want to understand philosophy topic, you come across various kinds of terms and terminologies in philosophy. First of all, you find difficult, like you find it boring, and you find like I'm not getting what I am reading. I don't understand what is going on in the passage. So one thing I can suggest you is that Google, Wikipedia, philosophy terms, psychology terms. You will get n number of terms. Just read what each term means. At least write down the meaning of each term in a single line in a book. So revise that in a regular basis, on a monthly basis is sufficient. If you know what that word senses like and what that word means, it's sufficient. You don't have to know the exact meaning or alternate meaning, antonyms, synonyms. You don't have to know anything at all. Just your reading skills should be good.
Those who are really struggling with the psychological terms or philosophy terms, I suggest you go through the glossary of philosophy. So you get a glossary of philosophy, Wikipedia. So once you go through this, you will get a n number of philosophical terms. So you can read like aestheticism, okay, agnostic atheism, okay, anarchism. When you read a philosophy passages, you will get a ton of terminologies like this. So please start reading various vocabulary related to philosophy so that you will easily understand philosophical passages. So see, Colbertism. Okay, you don't have to read anything. You don't have to understand completely. Just go through the term and get a sense of what the term is. That is sufficient. See, you can see the term Darwinism. See, this is the term that is generally used in biology, but this term is generally used in philosophy also. See, post-humanism and pragmatism. These are the common terms used in philosophical passages. And realism, relativism, and skepticism, and sophism. I remember in one of the CAT papers they have asked, they have given passage about related to this sophism. So those who have pre-hand knowledge of what sophism is, then it would be easy for them to comprehend the passage on sophism. See, universalism, utilitarianism, utopianism. These were the terms you should know beforehand before you go to the CAT exam.
You cannot develop your reading skill in 1 month or 2 months period. It takes time. It takes 3 to 4 months minimum if you read for 1 hour every single day. That is why the CAT is told tough. CAT is actually not a tough exam. It is just like any other exam, but it takes time to prepare your mind to give CAT exam in a very good way. That is why many people consider CAT is a difficult exam. One more source I forgot to mention is that Bharat's curated list. He is a faculty at 2 IIM. You can Google Bharat's curated list, VARC. You can find various articles on various topics. You can read those topics also. It's completely fine. So Aeon would be a little bit complicated language. So if you find reading and understanding Aeon essays initially, then you can start off with Times of India, Hindu, or Guardian, the Guardian, or you can start off with the Bharat's curated list. Every day new passages or new articles will be posted in this website, so that you can read articles on n number of topics. Coming to DILR section, data interpretation and logical reasoning section, the first thing for the first 15 days you can do is solve puzzles, as many as you can. When you are free, when you are bored, try to solve some Sudoku, some numerical puzzles, some logical puzzles, random puzzles, any kind of puzzle, which will help you improve your logical thinking skills. That is what required. Don't go directly to the DILR section, or don't solve directly logical reasoning sets. It doesn't help you anyway. First of all, train your brain to think logically. Give your brain some kind of exercise. Give your brain some throw some kind of logical puzzles. Challenge yourself with tough logical puzzles. For VARC preparation, another great source I would like to recommend is VARC 1000 by Jijo sir, Jijo Srinivasan. He is a faculty of career launcher. For your DILR preparation, first of all, don't directly jump onto the sets or data interpretation sets or logical reasoning sets. For the first 15 days, I recommend you to just solve any random puzzles. Just solve Sudoku puzzles. You would find Sudoku in the newspaper. Or if you don't find it in the newspaper, you can just browse in the internet and solve the Sudoku puzzles, number puzzles, logical reasoning puzzles, any random puzzle. The first 15 days you have to train your brain to think logically and also numerical and also calculatively. That is what is the first and foremost important thing you have to do. Don't straight away jump to any set. So after 15 days, start off with solving logical reasoning sets, because most consider logical reasoning as dreadful. So first source after 15 days of your preparation, I would recommend you once visit the Ravi Roda YouTube page, where you could find the DILR sets playlist. Start solving at least 2 to 3 puzzles. I mean 2 to 3 sets each and every day. If you don't have time, at least solve 2 puzzles every day. First of all, try to solve the puzzle on your own. If you couldn't sort out the puzzle, at least try to refer to the solution and then learn how to solve a set from the solution, and try to understand how the faculty thinks, how and what approach is followed while solving a puzzle. That is all for DILR for the first 1 month. I will again post in my next video on what to do in the second month of your preparation. So first of all, for the first 1 month, for the first 15 days, you have to solve various random puzzles and kickstart your logical reasoning or logical thinking methodology in your brain. And in the next 15 days, solve all the puzzles that were posted in the playlist of Ravi Roda YouTube. This is not sponsored video, because this is the video I am referring to some YouTube pages or some coaching institutes just because I found the source to be very high quality, and I found those are really helpful, because I wasted almost a month in browsing the information of which YouTube page is good, which coaching institute is good, which faculty is good, which resource is good, which book is good, which article is good, which mock test series is good. So okay, because there is a lot of garbage in the internet. So first of all, only there are very few resources which are of very high quality. So I don't mean that other institutes are bad, other faculty YouTube pages are bad. I don't mean that way, because I don't know about them. But among those pages or those resources I gone through, I found some of them are really helpful. So I am quoting 1 or 2 of them. So I don't want to waste your time in browsing or randomly searching for any good resource or strategies. So each of them would give a different strategy. So ultimately it's you have to frame your own strategy, because everyone is different in this world. That is what important. But I am saying this to make sure that you don't waste your time. So first of all, visit that Roda page and try to solve all the puzzles. You would know that, because that puzzles are of really high standard, because those puzzles are of nearly 20 to 30% difficult than CAT. Even though, please don't give up. Even though however tough you feel the sets, you try to solve those sets, because it will make you think, and also it will help you think logically, and also it will help you to improve your thinking power. It may take time, because the first 1 month would be really hard for you to adapt those sets, but with the time, after 2 to 3 months, you will get used to those difficulty level. And coming to the quant section, I again recommend Ravi Roda page. But for quant section, I will highly recommend Ravi Roda page, because I only followed his YouTube page for my preparation and mocks. Apart from this YouTube page, I followed mocks, because there was a playlist in the YouTube channel for quant section. Around 300 to 350 videos were there. He covered the entire quant syllabus. So there are only few resources or few YouTube pages where they provided the entire syllabus free of cost. You couldn't get the same quality of content somewhere else in a single place. You have to search a lot of places. But I found all the quality content in a single place, so I would recommend this YouTube page highly. And if coming to the strategy, you want to know how to prepare and you have a lot of doubts on how to prepare at the various stages of your preparation, I would recommend Shweta Arora page. She is an IIM Ahmedabad alumnus. I followed her page because I found her feedback to be very honest. And if you want some more resources, I would recommend the Cat King page, where the Cat King founder would give his opinion regarding various other topics regarding CAT preparation. So that's it. You don't have to go beyond that, and don't waste your time browsing various resources and various strategies. Just do what I say and trust me, you are in a good hands. You can trust me blindly. I am giving you very honest feedback and also very working strategy, and you don't have to worry too much about anything. So stop worrying and start working. That is what I can say. For quant section, in the first 1 month, please try to learn all the tables up to 50 into 50, all the squares up to 50, all the cubes up to 20, and also learn some speed maths tricks such as Vedic maths tricks to calculate double digit multiplications or triple digit multiplications. And please don't try to use calculator for every silly calculation. Please try to calculate simple calculation in your brain itself, and at least if you are not accustomed to those kind of calculations, at least try to, from now on, try to improve your calculator skills. Don't simply depend on a calculator. You might feel that CAT has a scientific calculator, but if you start using the scientific calculator exam, you won't find time to solve all the questions. It may take a lot of time. You have to be calculative, and at least you have to approximate the answer by looking at the calculation. You should estimate that what range the calculation value should come. That is what important in the CAT examination. So you could start that YouTube page Ravi Roda from the first video like speed mathematics, and start watching 2 to 3 videos at least each and every day, 4 to 5 videos, and start practicing the questions. And if you want any other extra resource apart from this YouTube page, I would recommend Arun Sharma quantitative aptitude book. If you can also solve it has various good questions of all the models. It is divided into 3 levels: level 1, level 2, level 3. You don't have to go up to level 3. Level 1 and level 2 are sufficient at this point of time, and your main focus should be on clearing the basics the first month. Okay, start your syllabus straight away in the first one for quant section. That is what I can say now, as of now. So I would post all the strategies and all the in-depth preparation methodology in my future videos. For the first 1 month, you have to focus on your foundation. Don't focus anything else. Don't waste your time browsing anything. Please, just for this month, you try to understand what the CAT exam pattern is. Please go through the previous CAT papers. You will get to know the nitty and gritty of the CAT, and try to know what the CAT expects from the candidate, and also what are the fundamentals of the syllabus, CAT syllabus. Just try to know the fundamentals of the CAT. That's all. You don't have to do anything at all. Okay, that is what my suggestion, my frank suggestion is. I am again saying, please don't waste your time browsing. See, if you keep on browsing, you will get on lot on resources. You don't know, you keep on wasting your time. So please don't waste your time. I would like to once again thank all those who have subscribed to my channel. If you didn't subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click onto the bell icon so that you can get the latest updates on my video. Thank you, and see you in the next video.